So with EDC gear, the prices can sometimes be very overwhelming, but I'm here to show you can also find some great items on the lower end of the spectrum. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Gear Related. In this video, I'm going to be showing you my top 5 pieces of gear that I've picked up over the years that are going to be landed in price point around $20. This video could also be used as some kind of gift guide if you're shopping for someone in this price range. First, we're going to be talking about this Gear Aid Hero Clip, and I've been carrying one of these around in my EDC bag for a couple of years now. I went through a couple bags, and this always transfers to the new bag. I need to actually pick up another one of these and throw it on my little EDC sling that I'm carrying around here and there. Price point on this thing is normally around $19.95, and I'll be leaving links in the description to everything I'm showing in this video here just for easy access for you. Anyways, the reason I like this little clip so much is it actually kind of folds apart and it gives you a place to like hang your bag like this. So you can just clip your bag into this end right here and hang this on the edge of countertops, on the edge of bathroom doors, or just any kind of thing like that if you want to keep your bag off the ground or you want to keep it up close to you, beside you. And I've used this a ton in like airports, if you just something happens that you're traveling, you go into like a nasty bathroom and like it's older and the clips have ripped off the walls or whatever, and you don't want to set your bag on the ground. This gives you an option to kind of hang it on the door if there's not a clip already there. If you're someone that carries a backpack or something to a coffee shop and you want to just clip your bag on the edge of the table while you're getting some work done, it's a great option. You just clip it on your bag and forget about it. It's very lightweight. This is not meant for any kind of climbing or anything like that. It's strictly meant for like hanging up a bag. This one here is the small version. It only has a maximum weight of 50 pounds, but I found the small one has never failed me. My backpack can be pretty heavy at times. It's probably around 30 pounds when I've got my iPad and everything packed in there, but it holds it up fine. They do make other sizes of this thing. The one I'll link for you here is probably going to be the medium one. The next item we're going to be talking about is this little Maxpedition micro pouch. And I've had this pouch for several years now. This pouch is going to be coming in around $19.90 on Amazon. I'll also have a link for that in the description. It's around 3.5 inches wide and about 5.5 inches long. It says on there that it's about 1 inch thick. If you pack it down, it will get a little bit thicker than that, but that's a given. The organization you're going to get with this thing, you get this awesome little mesh pocket just to kind of maybe throw a notebook or something like that down in the front of this thing. You have several of these little elastic straps to hold some gear down for you, and also you can throw some stuff in the back here. I tend to use this pouch as my little small micro tool kit. I like to put like a little multi-tool in here with maybe a little Leatherman, a bit kit. I like to keep a notebook in here with some zip ties, some paracord, things like that. If you'd like to see a full breakdown on what I actually carry in this bag, then let me know in the comments and I'll go ahead and make a video on that. I normally throw this bag in my backpack and just leave it in there for when I need it. I really like this pouch just because of how inexpensive it is and how readily available it is. You can find these all over the place. You don't have to worry about it dropping and coming in stock. It's fairly inexpensive, so if you are using it as like a tool kit or a med kit or something like that, when you grab it and you got dirty hands and everything like that, if you mess it up or anything, you don't have to worry about it. You can just grab another one and replace it. This thing is made out of some heavy duty material, so I don't think you'll have any problem ripping it or anything. It might be one of the most popular little EDC pouches there is out there. And the next item we're going to be talking about is actually on my wrist. It's the Casio World Time Watch. If you haven't caught my latest fall 2023 EDC video, I featured this watch in there because I actually am wearing it. I picked this thing up in August and it's been on my wrist ever since. It's a great little watch that just happens to be at an even better price point. Currently on Amazon, I think this thing is listed for $19.99, but I'm always finding deals on it. I actually paid $15 for this thing back on a Prime Day deal. Speaking of deals, I actually started a deals page on my website, gearrelated.co, where I'm posting all the different deals I'm finding on gear. So if that's something that interests you, you want to save a little money, be sure and check that page out. And there may be something on there that's currently still on sale. This thing has a ton of functions, but the only one I'm really using and caring about, it tells me my time. It has an alarm on there, a timer, a stopwatch, all the bare necessities of a watch. It does have a backlit light on it, so if you're looking at it in the dark, you can check your time in the dark. You can also, it's called the World Time because it'll also remember several different time zones across the world, but I'm never really using that. I just like the world map look of the watch. I really like this watch because it's so lightweight. I was carrying around the Apple Watch Ultra, but that thing can get to be a chunk on your wrist, and then that watch can somewhat be a stress factor when your phone is getting notifications that's sending it to your watch. Everything's constantly vibrating. Sometimes you really just want to be able to set your phone down and actually get some work done. The next item is going to be this little ThruNite Archer Mini, and this might be, when it comes to like the weight ratio versus function or whatever, the best little flashlight for the money you can get with a lumen output versus the size of this thing, because this is a tiny little flashlight. The price on this thing when filming this video is around $19.99, but I have seen this thing bump up to around $22, but a lot of times it always falls back down to around 19-ish. I have seen it on sale for around $17, so be on the lookout for that. This thing's only going to be about 3.25 inches long and I think 34 grams, so it's a super tiny little flashlight. Here I'll put it up next to the Streamlight MicroStream USB so you can see just how small this little light is. But don't let the size of this thing fool you. This thing can put out 404 lumens on a turbo mode for 2.8 minutes. Then it drops down to I think 157 lumens for about 52 minutes. The low mode on this is going to be 18 lumens and it can withstand that for 7.5 hours. There is a strobe function on it, so there is somewhat of a defensive factor on this little light. I really like this light just for the size. You can slip this down in your pocket and almost forget you even have a flashlight on you. And it still has a very capable lumen output. So if you do need a flashlight, you have the lumen output to use it. Next, we're going to be talking about Zippo lighters, and these things can vary in price point. I have a few of them here on the table, and these are all under $20. Some of them can be around $15 up to $20, but you can just go on there and pick whatever color you want, and chances are they're going to find one that's under $20. I have 3 on the table here. I have like a black ice version, I have more of like a high-vis orange version, and then I have your traditional brass version. I don't smoke or anything like that, but I like the fidget factor of a Zippo, and then I don't smoke or anything like that, but I really like the fidget factor of a Zippo. And then with the months getting a little bit colder now, if you're wanting to start some fires outdoors or start a fire in your fireplace or something like that, you have a quick, fun, easy option to start a fire. And the Zippos are a good conversation starter as well. They also make these awesome little inserts for these Zippos. I actually have a different insert in each one of these Zippos here. This one here is just your traditional yellow flame, and then if you push this button here, it turns into more of a torch lighter. My high-vis orange one is more like one of those electric lighters, and that's kind of an awesome purple little arc going across there. It's pretty awesome to look at. And with the brass one, I had to just keep it traditional and keep your standard Zippo insert in this one because I do love that one as well. If you could use some more help improving your carrier, you're still on the lookout for more gear for someone else, then be sure and check out this video here where we go over some more pieces of gear. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next one.